You're either gonna get like a really good Dwight, or you're gonna get like a really bad one. But I still respect him regardless. Absolute cringe vomit Meg. Absolute cringe vomit Claudette. I like Jake. Jake is pretty dope. Absolute cringe vomit. Fairly average. I like Lori. Ace, fairly average. There's too many sweaty aces that think they're top shit. Absolute Chad's Bill. I love Bill. He's great. Fungmin, absolute cringe vomit. David, good and respectable. I really like his shirtless cosmetic. Quentin, good and respectable, but he doesn't have any cosmetics, so he's probably fairly average, actually. Yeah, he's fairly average. Detective Tap, absolute Chad. Nobody plays him, but I always get juiced by one whenever I play Killer. Kate, I don't like you, but I don't hate you. They tend to be really bad at the game, but I've seen way worse. Adam, absolute Chad. They tend to be really good at the game, and it's rare when I see a bad Adam. Jeff, absolute Chad. I love him. Every single time I face them in Killer, they're always bad at the game, and they're free easy kills. But if you come across a Jeff that knows exactly what he's doing, he's like the best survivor in the game. Jane Romero, absolute cringe vomit. I hate them. They suck. And everybody that plays as them, they always have such an awful personality. Ash, let's see. Absolute Chad. Nobody plays as him, and he has great, cosmetics. Nancy, absolute cringe vomit. Every sweaty, disgusting player that never washes their ass and always plays this game on a daily basis mains Nancy. I'm sorry, but if you play this killer, there's no way you showered for the last 5 days. Steve, okay, fairly average. They tend to be very obnoxious, very obnoxious players. But on occasion, you'll come across like a funny Steve. Steve players are either like the biggest assholes with like the biggest ego trips in the game, or they'll go out of their way to sacrifice their entire game just to save you. There's just no in between. Like they're either Chads that'll like go out of their way to help you, win the game, or they're like the most toxic, awful players. Yui, good and respectable. I like Yui. She's got great cosmetics. Zarina, or not, Zarina, good and respectable. I could say the same thing. Cheryl, yeah, absolute Chad. I love Cheryl. Uh, she has really good cosmetics. I don't see as many Cheryls as I would like to, but I personally really enjoy this character. Plus, she's from one of the best horror games of all time. Felix, okay, but fairly average. I don't really see that many Felixes, but whenever I do see a Felix, they always hide and just crank the fuck out of generators. Elodie, I don't like her, but I don't hate her. Let's see, Yui, good and respectable. I love her cosmetics. Great cosmetics, great design, great everything. And I really like her lore with Trickster. That's also really good. Uh, let's see. Jill, okay, but fairly average. They tend to be really bad at the game, but I mean, I can't hate on her because it's Jill Valentine, and she's attractive. I like Jill Valentine. I can see myself playing her once in a while. Leon, absolute Chad. They're always really bad at the game, but I can't help but I can't help but love Leons. I'm sorry. Leons are like one of the most funniest survivors in the entire game. They're either like the worst. Like 99% of Leons are really bad at this game, but once on occasion you'll come across a decent Leon. However, whenever I play Leon, I always find myself to be at least like 50% worse at the game, and I fumble really hard, just like an average Leon player. But I'm still going to put him as absolute chat because I always love facing Leons. It's just a treat. Michaela, absolute cringe vomit. Everybody worships this character. Everybody buys this character's cosmetics. She was the prior Sable War before everybody started caring for that character all the time. I hate her. She sucks. I hate her voice. I hate her lore. She's cringe. She's awful. Get her off of my game. Jonah, absolute Chad. Nobody plays this character, but I always love seeing one on my team. Always love seeing a Jonah on my team. They're, like, most of the time, really good at the game. Really good at the game. Like, most of the time. Let's see. This guy. Good and respectable. I don't really see too many of him. Hattie. Good and respectable. I love Hattie. I like her cosmetics. I just wish she had more. I just wish she had more. Ada, good and respectable. I love her cosmetics, and it's Ada Wong, and she's like one of the most attractive survivors in the entire game. Rebecca, okay, but fairly average. I like Rebecca, she's a cutie pie, but they tend to be really bad at the game. Let's see. Vittorio, absolute Chad. I love this character. I love this guy. He's got a good story. He's got hilarious cosmetics. He's great. I love him. Let's see here. Thalita, I don't like her. I don't like her. But I don't hate her. There are way worse survivors. Hinato. Okay, but fairly average. Everybody that plays Hinato is like a super edgy tryhard that tries, way too hard, and they sweat all over their keyboard, leaving fucking imprint stains whenever they land a fucking pallet stun on a killer. I'm good on that. Gabriel. He's got funny cosmetics, but it's hard. He's like in between here and here, though. I'll put him in fairly average for now, only because he's got funny cosmetics. Let's see. Nicolas Cage, I don't like him. I'm sorry, I don't like him. I just don't. They're so bad at the game. I get that it's Nicolas Cage, but he's just awful. He's just awful. But he's nowhere near as bad as these characters, though. Nowhere near as bad. Ellen Ripley, good and respectable. I like her. She's from a good movie franchise. And her design is also cool, too. I just don't like her perks very much. Alan Wake. I don't like him, but I don't hate him. I love Alan from the games, but every single Anon mode Alan player is like the most toxic, cowardly player I've ever seen in my life. Every single time you get a P100 Anon mode Alan Wake player, they're going to talk the most absolute shit. Every single time. It never fails. Sable Ward. You already know what I'm going to say. The most overrated skins, the most ugly skins, the most obnoxious skins. I could go on. Let's see. What are their names again? Damn it, I forgot their names, but I really liked playing as them. What are their names again? It's been such a long time. What are their names? What are their names? Ah, yes, Astree.
If this is what you want.
I love Astree. Yes, Astree. Astree's great. Astree's awesome. I love her. Absolute Chad. One of my most favorite female survivors in the game. Oh yeah, and Baymar. Well, Baymar would be like here. Baymar is like here, but Astree, she's way hotter. Laura Croft, good and respectable. They tend to be pretty good at the game. They kind of sweat a little bit too hard, though. Trevor Belmonts, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of a Chad. I don't be seeing people play this guy. But he's got a cool design. He's got fire cosmetics. His problem, though, is he's, like, super big and bulky, and he's easy to spot, though. But, I mean, who wouldn't want to chase that? Who wouldn't want to chase fucking He-Man, first into the chase? And he has the Simon Belmont skin, and he literally looks like He-Man, so, I mean, why not chase that, Tori. Respectable and good. This new survivor. I forgot her name, but I just don't like her. I just really don't like her. I don't like her design. I don't like her lore. I don't like her cosmetics. Actually, I don't hate her. I just don't like her. Aurella. Yeah. I don't like Aurella. I don't. I don't hate her, but I don't like her. Alright, Rick Grimes. Same boat. Same boat. I don't like him, but I don't hate him. I mean, it's Walking Dead. It's cool and all, but they tend to be pretty bad at the game, though. Let's see. I'm not going to go too hard on Michonne, only because I don't hardly ever see them. Okay, but fairly average. V, good and respectable. She's not as cringe as Sable Ward, right? I like her voice lines. I like her cosmetics. You know what I mean? She's she's definitely like way better than Sable, like by far, bro. Put Sable up at least 2, you're gonna have to pay me 500 bits for that. Is this 11? Okay, well I don't know nothing about 11, so I'm just gonna put average. Is this Dustin? Is that actually Dustin? That is so funny. That is so funny.